Hey, what's up everyone? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review we are looking at the Toy Biz Marvel Legends Deadpool. Somebody told me that I've never actually reviewed this guy on his own. I've only done comparative reviews, so I'm going to review it. I don't know if that's true or not because I haven't checked all of my videos to make sure, but I am going to review it for the person that asked, because why not? So this is Deadpool. It is regarded as the most popular Deadpool figure, and there's good reason. Before we get into that, 6 1/4 inches tall, so pretty standard. He shares the body of Deadpool. He shares the Deadpool body. No, Daredevil. Gosh. Anyway, they share the same body. I'm not sure which one came first. I don't remember anymore. And I think some of it is actually Angel also, and Silver Surfer. A lot of the pieces were interchangeable back then for this generic body. You can see the big bulbous shoulders. I don't really mind the shoulders as much as some people do. It gives him more of that V shape since the torso is kind of narrow. So it's, once you get imposed, I think it's okay. And so the figure is not great on its own. It definitely has a lot of loose joints. As you can see, the torso's loose, and I've had a few of these and they always have that happen. And then the paint isn't great. You can see on the belt buckle it's not sculpted perfectly and the paint's all over the place. It's not bad though. We do have some gray dry brushed on top of the black for shading. The red does have shading on it. It's just where it is painted, it's not always the best paint job, and it's kind of chalky and prone to scratching. So there are problems. The holster or the straps tend to break, especially on the back here, so be careful about that. You can see there's some paint issues going on back here. So it's not a great figure, but I still think it's the best Deadpool because the Hasbro ones just look weird. And I love the head sculpt on this guy. Looks really cool. So he does have this strap harness thing. It does not come off. The grenades are sculpted on, but they're painted well enough. It has a holster on it for his pistol, which he comes with. So that's nice. You can always keep a pistol in his holster. It holds his swords, which go in and out. Mine are bent. I'll have to unbend those. The swords are a little goofy looking, but they do go into the sheaths. And it also holds his AK-47s that snap in back here. I think they snap in, I guess they're point down. I don't remember anymore, and I just took one off. So those just peg in right there, which is a little weird. I don't think that's a very realistic setup, but that's okay. You can hold his weapons on his back. It does like to hang in this direction because this strap is heavier duty than this one, and they tend to stretch out, so that's not ideal. And then lastly, he has two size. They are not the same as the 2-pack ones. They have different handles, and they're smaller and better sculpted. So if you want to swap in his accessories with the 2-pack size that we've seen a million times, you can't do that if you're trying to keep it authentic, because his are a little bit different, and they go in that pouch from Daredevil. So he definitely looks cool enough, especially once you get imposed, he's alright, but he is problematic. So let's look at the articulation. The head can look almost all the way up. Looks down pretty well. It does have a little bit of separation from the neck once you start posing it, because it's just a ball peg up there, but that also allows for better articulation. So it's really up to you if you like that or not. I think it's worth it because most of the time you can hide that gap. The shoulders have a butterfly joint, which is a vertical one. It's just not necessary. A lot of these figures had this. I don't know why. It doesn't really add much, especially since the shoulders already stuck out too far. But it's there. We have a full ball hinge with a bicep swivel otherwise, double jointed elbow, a wrist swivel, a wrist hinge, and a finger hinge, which does allow him to hold his swords. Just you have to be a little careful that he's not going to drop it. Ab crunch works well, but for some reason the Deadpools tend to get loose. Waist twist works okay. T-jointed hips tend to get loose, but good range of motion. Thigh swivel built in, double jointed knee, shin swivel, ankle hinge, a little bit of an ankle rocker. So it's okay. These tend to fall off. It's a whole lot of, they tried to make it really good, and at the time I think this is probably the best they could do, so I will let the issues slide. If they put this much effort into a figure nowadays, it would be great. I would love that, because if we had a little bit better QC for this guy, it would be a much better figure. He does have an alternate head, the melty face head, which has a really cool paint job on it. Lots of these melted burn mark things. Nice sculpt. And he comes with this guy. Oh, the bag's not open. Kind of. Comes with dupe. Time for a new bag. Time for a new dupe. Has hinged shoulder, or swiveled shoulders, and that's it. It comes with a flight stand also, but you guys don't need to see that. So there's dupe. It's painted well, and he's included. So I guess that's all right. I will say I do recommend this. It's really expensive in most cases, but it still looks better than the Hasbro ones, so you should probably get it. And I'll go ahead and put them in some poses and show you at the end. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can see my upcoming figure reviews, custom figures, and other good stuff. And in the meantime, keep collecting.